Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver review. This guy is really good.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The run from the shotgun. Bulls his way forward.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
The Tigers are marching down the field. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on first down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Aller. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Singleton. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Warren. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. And when you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quick handoff. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Bounced off his feet.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Trying to move them on the counter. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. On the return, it's Saunders. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And they got him for the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding the pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Backed up in their own end, it's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. To the air, it's Aller. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Running back searching for a hole. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback on the keeper. And it's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Snags it over the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The pirouette on the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. It's Aller. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw it again. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Apollo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got his man. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He made the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Back to throw, it's Allard. They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun to give to the back. On the move at the 30. All kinds of running room. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll keep it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the ground.
So after the first down run, here's second down. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Gonna run it. It's Allen. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. Running with power. The Nittany Lions will move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the 1st.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down. And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley, and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
Running toward the tape. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sure hands. It's Lacey. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, when you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And now on second down for this offense. The aerial assault continues. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job on the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Pressure coming. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is how it's done on third down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for space, it's Singleton. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to point of attack.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Aller. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll do it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
4th down coming up.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Running it back, it's Thomas. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flips it out to the back. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Finds his tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Off play action on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Catch in stride inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They move the tight end all over. A first down run in the red zone. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, Dave, and hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds his big tight end.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass on 2nd down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Comes out throwing on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. They're trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.